In Tainan, there is a public artist coming from New York, and his name is William Walsh. When he first arrived in Tainan, he often got lost because he did not speak the local languages. But when he got lost, he saw more of Tainan and began his 12-year creation journey in Tainan. Let us share with his reflection on the art creation in Tainan.
I've been living in Tainan close to 11 years. My first impression of Tainan was it was a little chaotic, but it also I found it very mysterious because it's an old city. So being an old city, I like history. What is it about the lifestyle in Tainan that I like? Well, because I'm a foreigner, I'm an outsider. The creation of my artwork is affected by the environment. And since Taiwan, and Tainan in particular, has a very old environment, there are many different spaces that one could work in. One of the pieces I was been most impressed was the blueprint bar on the outside. But that piece of public art was really brilliant, and it was on high-end Lu. When they started transforming high-end Lu about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer, they introduced public art or murals into Tainan proper. Before then, there wasn't a lot of public art that was made on the street for that particular purpose. Public art always existed in institutions like schools or colleges. I think it's becoming more international as far as the art scene goes, and how people create art and make art here, and the recognition of different types of art forms. Language for me is always a problem because I'm not very good at Chinese, but I think people here try to reach out through the language and encourage people to speak the language. I noticed that Tainan is trying to make English the second language as a policy, which I think is pretty smart because it will help them grow too by interfacing with other people. These are some artworks that I made since I've been in Tainan. This I made in 2013 for the Treasure Trove Art Show, and I was invited through a friend of mine, Kiki, and this is in collaboration with Bifan, another designer friend of mine, and the idea was to use recyclable materials. So we came up with the concept of the bag and how it's designed. We also had it made in Tainan, and the first time I gave it to the man, he was surprised I wanted to use this material because this is vinyl from an old sign. So we reused it and remade it. And this chair I did last year for the same design show in Taipei. So I made a collage of 2 different materials or 2 different pieces, and we made a chair working with the local craftsman who helped me post it, make the hole, the angle, and to finish it. So I like the color of this. It's nice and warm, and I like old wood. This is a broom lamp I designed for the same show in 2014, but they couldn't use it. So, but I really like the light here. I think the light is the best thing about this lamp because it's very diffuse, it's very organic, and it's very beautiful. And at night, it looks like you're going through the forest, and then you see a campfire at a distance. So I really enjoyed making this piece, and I really enjoy having it. It's all natural. It's made from local materials, and lots of hours painting. So my broom lamp.